about maybe some tweaks in practice to help the team get up to speed so you can try to start faster and crisper out of the game? Kind of what are some of the steps you think you guys can take to get off those faster starts?
Well, I feel like it all starts in the beginning of practice. Like, usually in practice throughout the year, we have our times where we start slow in the beginning and we pick it up in the end. And what we do in practice, we do in the game. So starting out from the jump, just if it's just walk through, being locked in, getting ready to start fast, I feel like that's how we can start fast. And being mentally focused as well, not overlooking the teams we play, just being ready to play.
Right here in the front.
Hey, Colby. So you're getting more consistent playing time. How do you see yourself carving a role in this backfield?
I love being in this backfield. We compete every day. We get each other better. And I was always told just to stay down and wait my time. And, God's time is the best time. And just keep working hard and doing what I could do, help the team out.
And is there anything maybe differently you've been working on in practice over the past few weeks to try and get more playing time? Because, you looked really good so far early on in the season.
Yes, I've been working on finishing runs, like finishing all my runs to the best of my abilities, rather it's third-level cuts or just finishing forward and not just giving up on runs, giving my all.
Dave.
Colby, I don't know what you've seen or heard, and you almost want to throw last Saturday's game for Michigan State, out with the wash, but what have you guys seen and heard about this Spartan defense that is traditionally over the years been very unforgiving?
We know that the Spartan defense is going to come out and play hard. They're not going to beat themselves. They're going to come out, they're going to know their keys. They're going to try to blitz us. We know all that. So we know we got to be prepared at all times, just like we're playing a Big Ten championship, basically, even though it's the next game. Next game is the best game, honestly.
Hey, Colby, Coach was talking about how last year to this year you kind of put your head down and got yourself back into this running back rotation. Was there something that you did kind of like changing your habits or anything like that? Or what was it that has kind of allowed you to step into this role?
Honestly, I feel like last year I was getting in my own head. So I feel like this year I just left all of the bad stuff and all of the things that was going on out of my head and just kept my head down and work as hard as I can. And like I said, God's timing is the best time. And so I feel like that's what I did.
Anything else for Chloe? Jude?
My question might be a little bit similar to Brandon's, but what have you done in game to make the most of your snaps, to get get rushing yard totals and stuff?
Honestly, I like to thank my O-line because my O-line, I'm just following them and just doing my job. And I also like to thank our coaches for pushing us through this camp. All camp, they were pushing us hard, telling us we're going to need to be good in this run game. My running back coach telling me we're going to need all of us to be successful this season. So I feel like we complement all each other. And I feel like when I get my opportunity, I just know I got to make the best of it.
I guess other people have been asking other weeks about the offensive line. So how do you think the offensive line stuff is going?
I feel like the O-line is getting better and better every week. And I feel like as long as we stay together, we're going to be good.
Hey, Colby. So a lot of the rushing production has come in the second half thus far. What kind of needs to happen to, get it going earlier, and then how important is that, early running game to getting, a tempo in the offense and getting started early?
Mainly, I feel like it's a mentality. I feel like it's how we enter the game. Like, we can't get warmed up. We can't start slow. We got to start now. We got to start fast, and it starts in practice, honestly. Like I said, we start early in practice. We start fast in practice. Once we get going, as you guys can see what we're capable of, I feel like we can really be strong from the beginning of the jump. It's all a mentality, honestly.
Dave in the back.
Hi, Cody. With Talia having the success that he's had the last couple of years in the passing game, what is sort of the mindset of the running backs in being a bigger part of the offense maybe this year over the past couple of years?
Well, with Leah being so good, and we know 3 is going to come out, he's going to throw the rock as much as he can, but we know as better we are in the run game, the more they're going to have to key in on the run. That opens up the pass to make him better, so it just opens up the offense, makes them have to stop the run and the pass, and if you can't stop both, we're going to be a hard team to stop.
Hey, Colby. First off, how was it? How appreciated was that extra day off of rest this weekend, just having the Friday game and then Saturday off? And then second part, obviously going against Michigan State. Is there anything about what they do defensively or in the front seven that maybe kind of jumps out to you?
Yeah, the break was a good day off. We all got to rest in, got our treatment, got our bodies back. And yeah, Michigan State, they do a lot of different schemes and different type blitzes, but it's nothing we haven't seen in camp, nothing we're not prepared for. We just have to be focused and stay locked in mentally to everything they throw at us.
Anything else, Dave?
Colby, Coach mentioned earlier that their student section is right behind you guys on the bench. He even alluded to the fact that they have a couple of really amusing comedians. What do you remember from being, as far as the crowds in East Lansing, any fans that you recall from 2 years ago?
Yeah, from 2 years ago, I remember the fans, they're going to try to get our attention. They're going to try to get us not locked in. They're going to say whatever. And I feel like we just have to tone in and not pay attention to them. And we have to lock in as a team and know that we have each other backs, and we're not playing against the fans. We're playing against each other, honestly.
Anybody with really good material from 2 years ago that you hope you see again?
No, I don't remember no actual fan, actually, because I wasn't really paying attention to them when I'm on the field. It's just me and the field, honestly, and the team.
Sean?
What's up, Colby? Describe for me the change in mindset, as a whole, collectively, when you get into conference play. These games mean a little bit more. I know you guys, your opponents are faceless and nameless, but when you're into conference play, what's that feeling like when you're leading up to a game and then you take the field in the Big Ten?
The feeling is unreal, honestly, and it's really time to turn up the notch. We did really good in these non-conference games, but we know the conference games is the start of the journey. And like Coach Locke said, we talk about winning championships up here. Game 1 is the start, and yeah, every team we play is faceless and nameless, but we got to take every game like it's the Big Ten championship to get there, honestly.